Hi, my name is James Osmar, and today I want to talk to you about the Red Hot web page and how you can use a dynamic site and how a site should be used to be able to be a lead generator. Because ultimately, I'd say 90-95% of web pages out there, and I've even studied a lot of the top people in the world and looked at their sites because it's not hard to find them. Go look at the list of the top 100 people in different companies, and you'll find out that the vast majority of them aren't using websites as lead generators. They're really, and I think it's because there's no real formula for how to do this. The persons that are doing it the site builders are not people who are lead generators. They're people who are knowing how to design a pretty site. So all that being said, sure, it's nice to have maybe a great looking video, or pardon me, a great looking website that glorifies you somehow. However, if it doesn't trap business, then you got to wonder, am I doing the right thing? So what you're going to learn about here today is how to trap business. And if you take this the Red Hot web page, you're going to take a site that is going to have a system. Everything about this is a lead generator. You take, for example, the header. You watch how the headers will rotate. Those rotate because you can use them as a benchmark for your city. However, more powerfully, if you're a team builder, you can use it to put your team on there. You can also use it as a recruiting, or pardon me, as a not just a recruiting tool, but a listing tool at the presentation table. You can feature the person for a week or two for open houses, etc., stuff like that. You'll also notice down in the middle of the page there's very little copy. The reason we use very little copy is that we want to be able to have the person who visits the site focused on what it is that they came there. When you put a lot of copy on a site, what you're doing is you're deviating the person. When the person comes to your site, they came for a reason, and now you're giving them different reasons to be able to go off and to be a surfer. And as a goldfish has a memory of 3 seconds, a surfer on the internet has a memory about equal. So as soon as you let them go off and their ADD kicks in, they're running off your site. So you focus them on the site with bullet points. As you'll see in the middle of the site, the bullet points are there for a reason, because they know why they came here. They know what they don't have to read a paragraph of copy to figure out that's what they wanted to see. So you'll let them click. Now, many of these sites back in here, these links back in here, have lots of copy. And that's okay because it's behind the bullet point. It's like a subtitle or a headering in a newspaper. And then many of the other pages we have, for example, like the My Listings page and all the listings, I'm a believer that you should make a person opt in. You have the choice. You can take away the opt-in box, let them go to your listings directly. However, I think a person should opt in. And we use two-step opt-ins so that people are going to be a little more desensitized. It increases the opt-in rate, and then you have a lead. And when that person opts into your system, they're a lot more friendly than a person who's just on the other end of a cold call or a door knock. Now, this site's designed much like an exotic island with a casino at a resort. They make you check in and then you got to walk past this casino to get to your rooms. Well, it's the same here. We use the same philosophy of making a person go past the opt-in pages to see the videos, and the reason we do this is we want them to opt in on something, or at least consider it. The videos are a major powerhouse here. You get banners on your signs, you get your sellers to push those videos out to their friends and with a PS to their friends, and you can literally start driving thousands of people back to your website, and it's no work, because once the video's done, it's out there and it's no work. And I can show you ways to get video done where you don't have to be in the video. It's just, there's a massive amount of ingenuity back in there. It is the future. And NAR has found that people prefer video over anything else. Video, photos second, and down the line that way. Now, I'm also going to show you the back end here. And the way the back end of this site works, it's really, really powerful. Everything's designed to be point and click. And if you go into the point and click area of the site, you're going to see what I would like to show you here is how to change your header themes. You're going to get 24 different header themes. And the header themes here it's all point and click. You just drag your cursor over top of the pictures, and you're going to be able to pick the ones you want. We're going to move on. You can edit every single page. Click on that button, and every page you can go back and edit on the back of your, on the front end of the site. I showed you back here earlier. I'm not going to go into it because it'll take too much time, but all of these buttons, there's a ton of copy, and you want to enter your name, your city name, the company name, everything to get them up the search engines. Your intro paragraph can be edited. You can change customize the photos just by point and click, point and put a picture in, and it's that easy. You can change your photos, get all your team photos on there, which is important because it'll help with search engine rankings when you get their name and city in there again. Changing your videos is something I want to show you, because when you change the video, what ends up happening, click on that again, it didn't seem to, where did it go? Right there. Okay, change video. And the reason I want to do this is, now you'll notice here, see my picture here? I'm on the front page for the #1 site for London, Ontario, pardon me, 17,000 searches, and I'm on the front page. That's a really hard thing to do, but I know how to do it, and I can show you how to do it. Now, if we go back here, you're going to see on the edit videos, there's this little link right here. That little link right there, it comes from here. Let me stop that noise. You'll see this little URL here. You simply copy that, go back to the web page, paste it there, paste the title here, click save, and you've got a video on your website. It's that easy. Now, your professional photos, that's good as a tool to get your lawyers and mortgage brokers and contractors around you. And also, it's a good way to get them to pay for your site if you want to advertise them or to schmooze them. You're going to find your listing manager. Listing manager works on all real estate boards. And the reason being, even on boards that have quirky systems that are not, like for example, Toronto, Canada has a system where they don't allow people to, or they make it difficult. You got to load your own listings and all that. All you got to do is go get a Creo link. Right here, the Creo link is everybody in, for example, Canada, I'm sure everybody in the United States has the same type of setup. You find your personal link for your real estate board, you copy and paste it into the system, and the next thing you know, there you are. You've got your listings are all over the site. Now, you can use things like remax.com in this case, realtor.ca. All you do is click on the little button here to make sure that you have an opt-in box, and it really doesn't matter. If you're pushing them to realtor.com and you get the lead, you follow up, they're sitting in front of their computer anyway, and you're there to answer their questions. Let me see here. Let's go down. What else would I like to show you real quick? Your manager domain names, it doesn't matter. Anybody can have their domain name pointed. All you got to do is go buy it, point it, and if it's on one of our supported sites back in there, you'll be able to, I will do that for you. Now, I'm going to show you a bunch of these videos and the power of videos. You can see London, Ontario real estate. I dominate the top 2 positions, and I have about a half a dozen of them on this site, on the #1 page for London, Ontario. If you take here, what do we have? London, Ontario homes, top 3 positions I have for London, Ontario homes. If you take here, what do we got? London, Ontario MLS, top #2 position. So I'm going to show anybody can do this for any town, any village, any state, province, anywhere, and I'll prove it to you. Is you'll see my picture right here for the National Association of Realtors. I put that up there. That's National Association of Realtors. There's only 579 videos for that one, 21 views. Now it's more like about 50, 60 if you kicked on the site right now. But I only put up there 3 days it took to get there. Actually, it was there quicker, but that was 3 days ago. And the same thing here, 6,250 videos, Canada Daily Real Estate Association. I'm in the #4 position. And I'm going to quickly move along here, show you a couple more examples. Top 2 and 3 position for Ontario Real Estate Association. So whatever association you're with, I can push you there to get that outside exposure for referrals, etc. And I'll show you here. I've got 1,855 views in this video under Ontario Real Estate, and it just took, that's a lot of 3.5-minute presentations that I didn't have to utter a word for. So I want to be able to show you how to do this stuff. And to move on, what do we got here? A real estate agent training. This is rather interesting because I've put this one up here. In 15 hours, I'm on the front page for real estate agent training of 7,090 videos. I can do that for anybody, anywhere, and you'll see it happen all over this. Real estate agent training, same thing. I'm on the #1 page. Now, what I want you to do is, well, here's an example, outside example. I had a friend, we went down to the largest boat party in Canada, 15,000 people go to it. I've got 3,000 views in 3 months, and I pushed them all back to his waterfront development just because I wanted to be able to help him out and show that you can do this for anywhere, any search term. So what I want you to do is get on to the link, click, put in your first name, your email address. It'll push you over to the letter where you can get all of this information, and you can be able to, if you decide to jump on, you're going to automatically get a membership with Canada Referral or United States Referral, which is going to be, and I'll show you how to use it as a listing tool in the middle of your presentation, and I guarantee you, you will get your clients to start giving you referrals, because I know that about 98% of people don't ask for referrals, and you should, because that is when when a person lists their home is when they start talking about real estate the most, and that's when they're through the reticular activator, that little part of our brain that tells us, or that whatever we notice, like when we bought our car, well, when they start selling their house, they're going to start meeting all kinds of other buyers and sellers. So get on the link, sign your first name, put in your first name, pardon me, get in your email address, and you'll get all of this letter. You got about a 20-page letter here. It'll give you all the information you need to make an informed decision. Again, my name's James Osmar with the Red Hot webpage.